Hello everyone and welcome in this summer Ask Me Anything. Yes, as you can see, we are only two. I'm with Thomas, but Loic will come. I assure you guys, he's just stuck in the traffic jam, but he will come, I guess, in 20-30 minutes. We will see. So please, let's go for this summer Ask Me Anything. Hello Thomas, how are you?
I am fine. Awesome. I just come back from Paris.
Yeah, the Proof of Talk event.
Yeah.
Yes, and the first question, I've seen a lot of traveling and you travel a lot. I travel a lot. Can you just talk about these events?
So we were, so I don't
Lot of
even,
events.
yeah, a lot of events. So we did the name AMA quite a long time ago. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
I guess it
exactly.
was 7 months ago.
7
Yeah,
months
7
ago.
months ago.
So we are in June. So we had, of course, the CES, the Vegas Consumer Electronics Show.
Yeah.
We had also an event in Warsaw where we won a prize, also a pitch prize.
Yeah. And we were at the second place, I guess.
We're in
second place to the pitch.
Second place, yeah. Second, we were second in the prize. I think we deserved the first one, but
yeah, of course.
And also we were in Paris 𝐀𝐿 of course.
Yeah,
it was 1 month ago. It was a very big event, but it was more a healthcare event. We were also in Dubai for Token 2049 with you.
Yeah.
Awesome event. It's I think one of the biggest crypto event in the world.
Yeah. And well organized too, because as we can see, this kind of events, it's like full inclusive with this kind of event. You have food, you have beverage, you have a lot of events, side events, you have a lot of activities. So it was really, really impressive.
Yeah. And what else? So Paris just this week, we just came back with Loic, where we also met some KOL, and it's funny to see sometimes the same guys everywhere. But it's also a good way to keep track and to meet the guys again and to have a talk and see where Galeon is going. And so yeah, that's
and maybe can you explain why we are attending this kind of we have the crypto event and the healthcare side, so why we are attend to this kind of crypto event, and can you also talk about the 𝐶EXPO event, because it was the biggest one for us?
Yeah, so why we are in crypto events is to meet the key opinion leaders. So we have big names, of course, and the idea is to get to know each other, to show that Galeon is building slowly but surely. As you know, Galeon is about the long term. It's not a pump and dump scheme. So because we are working with hospitals, we are working on so the EHR, so that takes time. And so we are kind of UFO, unknown flying object in the crypto space, and that's not a big bug. Sorry, that's not a bug, but a feature. And getting to know the big names of crypto is a way also to show them what we are building slowly but surely. So I wanted to say that, and piece by piece, brick by brick, we kind of get attention and eventually traction. And we think that's the good strategy for that. And as for 𝐶EXPO is
what is 𝐶EXPO?
𝐶EXPO is the biggest French healthcare event in Paris. It's for all the can you turn the logo in the background? It's
I guess it's a mirror screen. Yeah,
that's me.
No. It's like, I think it's a mirror screen. The screen is mirroring the screen. So yeah, I think it's a kind of feature we can.
Or should we maybe turn it off?
Let's check it just.
No, it's
like
just
that. Okay, I'm a quick fixer. Yes.
Or maybe put the light a bit.
It's at the minimum level.
Okay. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, so sorry for that, but and so yeah, we see each other on the fine. Good thing for the next time to prepare. So as for 𝐀𝐿𝐿𝐴, yeah, I was saying 𝐀𝐿𝐿𝐴 is the biggest healthcare event in France. It's in Paris. It's 3 days long. And basically, you have all the hospital directors, the IT directors of hospitals that are here. So it's a very, very important event for us because it's where our targets are and our also competitors. So this year we did quite
we had a
fuzz.
big gift.
Yeah, we brought the 1:1 replica of the gate of. I'm not supposed to say the name of the of the thing, but it's like a big gate, round gate like this, from a very well-known series. And we had the contact with a non-profit, an association, and they worked with us, and I said, yeah, we liked your project, we like Galeon, and we both want to push a different idea of work and of time you spend on such an object. We want to show passion, and so they brought and we brought their. It's a piece of art on our booth, so it made like a huge impression, and the impression was so huge that basically the competitors told their clients to go to our booth. So we have some guys coming and saying, hey, we are a hospital, we are working with your competitors, and say, yeah, so okay, awesome. Then why are you here? And say, but your competitors, they sent us here, and they told us to see the booth because it was awesome. So we had a lot of very interesting and I would say very promising meetings on the booth with a lot of IT directors. As you all know, it takes time. A hospital can take 1 to 2 years to decide which EHR they want to take. But what I can say is that now we are really in the serious game.
Yeah.
And we see that our competitors are not very, very happy to see us coming to them.
And growing, yeah. Maybe you can make a reminder of what we are doing, what we are building, because what is Galeon? So Galeon, just to explain you a bit for those who don't know us, we are the electronic health record of the hospital. So we are the software, the caregiver software, and they use it daily. Like we have like more than 10,000 caregivers that use it on a daily basis. We have more than 1.5 million patient record for the medical research, like for make statistics, from training medical AI. So we are bringing a kind of a new generation of electronic health record, and maybe you can talk also on the blockchain side of Galeon.
Yeah. So as you know, the healthcare data is very valuable. It's basically nowadays the healthcare data in the US is estimated at something like $30 billion worth. But you have to keep in mind that it's unstructured data. It's very it's not clean. It's very messy. So if you are able to structure the data, the value you can extract from that, and I use the word extract even if I don't like it, but you can extract and you can build value on this data. It's much, much bigger than $30 billion. Why? It is because all the pharmaceutical company, they are building they are basically cooking their pills and their treatments based on data. And so if you own and if you are able to give value to the data by structuring it, that makes a huge market. So I was explaining all of that because of blockchain. So why blockchain? Blockchain is a wonderful tool to track down the transaction between institutions or between actors that do not trust themselves, like Bitcoin. And so Galeon's vision is to use blockchain to track the transaction between hospitals from different countries or from different regions that do not There are institutions, they are cold, organisms. They do not feel anything. So, but they don't trust anybody. So we need to build trust between hospitals in the sharing of the data. And having that the doctors from hospital A trust what is written in the record from the hospital B, and so blockchain is the very nice tool to allow that, and to allow the decentralized training of medical AIs on those data. If you want to dig into that and you say, I don't understand everything, I just tell you, go to the white paper, whitepaper.galeon.care. Everything is explained. Maybe you can take time to read that. But so the training AIs between decentralized centers, data centers, is I would say is the home run of the AI and crypto together. And Galeon is really just building it and has this vision for a long time.
And we have Atlantis too.
Yeah. Atlantis.
And you are in charge of Atlantis.
So as you can see, Galeon has big ambitions about healthcare. So based on the healthcare data, but we also we don't only think that we don't think that the revolution is only in the institution in hospitals. It's also in caregivers. And what we can see in Europe, but also the feedbacks we have from the United States, from Germany, from all over the place, is that nowadays the caregivers are in a crisis. Their IT tools are difficult, but also the whole the whole system is changing, and needs some renewal because of IT, because of the internet, because of a lot of things. And so Atlantis is the platform for caregivers, pioneers like you, to go together and fuel a new paradigm, a new ecosystem. And Atlantis is this gate to a new world, to a new healthcare world where we can push medical research to other levels by in a decentralized way using the Galeon token.
I want to go deeper on this Atlantis platform because, as you maybe some of the pioneers have seen, we use Atlantis as the main channel for buying crypto for the non-crypto guys, because you can buy it by credit card. So I want to go deeper. Can you explain what can we do on this platform, and what can we do in the future? Like, what is the progress in the future for this platform?
So as you said, so building, so for you guys, for you to know, building a payment platform is not that easy, in fact. So that was the first, but it's just the first step. It's the first step of Atlantis. So it's a payment platform to buy Galeons with credit card, and we are easily, slowly ramping up, as you say, bloody gas. But we are also bringing some new, a new world. We are bringing some collectibles. We are bringing the gems process also inside. So this is right now. People would say, it's only cosmetics, but in the future we'll have some utility on that. We are building something about gamification, and you will see what it is about. We want to keep, the thing going up slowly, as usual, but surely. And so this is right now what it is. It's a way to buy some Galeons and get some collectibles and get also some gems. And in the next weeks or so, it will also be possible to access new staking programs.
This is a good news.
So there are some new staking programs for the people who want to stake and get rewards.
Better than that what we have already, or
so with having Galeon going up and going more mature, the risk of investing in Galeon, if you let the time pass, is lower. Of course, because now we are signing a whole hospital, and we will have other ones. So basically, the very pioneers, the very first one, they had access to 90% yield staking program.
In 3 years, yes.
And we are slowly going down on the yield, and it's normal. So you guys are here for a long time, and so you benefited from this very generous one, and we will have slightly less generous ones, but still
Okay,
still a
so
good one.
if you tell me that, I should directly put my token in the staking that is already open.
Yeah.
Because it's, I guess, 30% bonus on 3 years.
Yeah.
And so it will be lower and
Yeah.
lower. So, okay, I guess there is still some slot on the
Yeah.
staking program, I guess.
I
more
think
than 10
it's
million.
like maybe there were like 100 million Galeons
Yeah.
available at the
Available.
very beginning, and now there is probably 12% or 20%, like 10, 20%
Left. Okay.
left. Yes.
Nice.
So like 80
Still
million
some
are
slot.
already. Yeah, it's still some slot, but it goes fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, 12 million. 12 million. So
12.
So,
Oh, nice.
so that's
so
yeah.
some place to. Oh, okay, nice.
And we released
is going
when
fast.
when did we release this one?
I
The
think
last
it
one?
was a bit like less than 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, so 100 million. Do you figure it like 100 million Galeons that are staked, plus the other ones?
Yeah, and maybe we can talk about the tokenomics, because we have 4 billion token maximum on the supply.
Yeah.
And I guess half of the supply has been already released.
Yeah.
So I guess on all the staking programs, we have more than 300,000
300 millions.
300 millions
Yeah.
that has been staked.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of tokens from the community, and they trust us in
Yeah.
the long term.
Yeah. And so you can also, that's also something we tell influencers and big KOL on in our in the meetings, like proof of talk, and we had sometimes like shouts and just surprise cries like this, and say, "Wow, guys, you have like such an awesome community. They're so committed and they're so loyal to you." And that's something we can, we can wait and think that's we are lucky to have you.
Yeah,
So,
we are lucky. Yeah, we're lucky. And as we are building, like Galeon has been created in 2016. Now the ICO was made in 2022. So it's already 3 years now the token has been launched. So yeah, we are building slowly but surely. And yeah, it's growing now. I just want to take maybe some question, guys. If you have question, please ask it on Twitch or X. Please ask some question if you want, because in some minutes now we will switch in French, and I hope Loic will be able to join us. But yeah, please ask some question if you have any, and then we will switch in French for the French community.
I guess Loic will also switch to English, so the English community keep like stay around.
Yeah, you can stay.
Yeah,
and we will announce. Just I forgotten. Stay at the end of the live, because we will announce the 3 winners of the contest, of the giveaway. So please stay at the end of the video. We will announce it at the end of the live. So if you have question, please ask. Any new teaser or sneak peeks, Bloody Gus? Oh, teaser or sneak peeks? From what? From the software? From the announcement we can have in the coming weeks or coming months? We have a plan, as I said earlier. On the marketing side, we have a plan. Maybe you have seen like the market is quite, on the Bitcoin, it's quite hot. Yes, because it's already high. But on the altcoin, it's not so high for now. And we understand that. And Galeon is not like, it's in this altcoin side. So I understand that some people can just say, oh, why Galeon is not pumping right now? And we depend on the market a lot, of course, because we are a small cap, but we have a lot of, I would say, a lot of news and big announcement that is postponed for now, because we want to have the good market with us. If we fight against the market, and the market is not trendy or is not hot, we lose all the momentum. So we need to have this kind of alt season. Everyone is waiting for this alt season, but yeah, one day it will come. So yeah.
And as you probably, as you do like me, you follow the market every day. And what we've seen is that Ethereum is going a bit up, like it's in good shape for this month.
Yeah.
And Ethereum announces the alt season. So I would say do your own research. Of course, it's not financial advice, but in the last cycles, Bitcoin was first, then Ethereum, and then the alt season. And if we see that Ethereum is waking up after like 1 year or 2 years, like shitty years for Ethereum, then probably there is something going after that.
Yeah, and maybe we can just talk a bit about the market, like more globally, like financial market. As the Fed hasn't cut the rates, I think for now it's not possible for the market, not only for the crypto market, but for the financial market, for the traditional markets, it's not possible to grow like hell. Because if the Fed don't cut the rates, we do not have, I would say, fresh money on the market. So it's hard to pump the market. So yeah, maybe you can make do you have an analysis of the market, like a financial market globally, or what do you think about the market?
So what we've seen in the last year is that so with the Trump election, of course, there was a big like people were thinking that the crypto market would go up and we go to the moon. But indeed, we reached 180 /ETH several times, and so that's still a good thing. And to move Bitcoin at this level, you need a lot of money, and really a lot. And we have seen a lot of money coming in, especially in the ETFs. And it takes a bit of time from money to go in the ETF and then to because the grayscale was selling the Bitcoins they had to replace it with fresh money, and so the ETH were replacing some. So we had a buying pressure, but also selling pressure from these very big whales, and that's good because it's going to change a bit the actors.
The actors.
And but the ETFs are here, and the ETFs have seen that. I think BlackRock's released that it was their best,
the biggest launch.
The biggest launch of every financial tool, like a financial vehicle. So basically, crypto is still on fire. So we reached this $110,000 for Bitcoin. Ethereum, as I just said, was not performing as well, but now we see that it has reached the bottom and went up this month and outperformed Bitcoin. And as I said, it's supposed to happen like this way. And as for the Trump administration announced very bad news at the beginning. It was 8 years ago. It's a bit the same. Trump said, we'll push some tariffs, and he's putting his fist on the table and saying, we need more. We need you to pay more, especially for the European Union, but also in China. And now they are reaching some deals. They're actually communicating about it, and we believe that he's putting a lot of pressure on the Fed to decrease the rates. So and basically decreasing the rates will bring more money more money on the market, and some of this money will come to crypto. So that's what we believe.
We have a question from 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐿 news about moving to Switzerland. I guess you are Swiss, but yes, for the Switzerland market. So we have in mind to go not to, I would say, to explore the Switzerland market. We are already exploring it for the 𝐀𝐻, and maybe moving the company in Switzerland. For now, we have postponed it a bit, to just I would say to have one potential client here. We want to have the company in Switzerland when we have I would say a deal that is close to be deal. So that's why we are postponing a bit for the Switzerland headquarters. But it will happen in I guess in the coming months now. So we have another question from Adanasis. What do you think about the Binance announcement about boosting and facilitating altcoin trading? Is this the kind of announcement that concerns you?
Well, of course, because altcoin. So when we are talking about alt season, it means that a lot of money are coming to the altcoins. So think about it. How does the money come to smaller projects from Bitcoin, Ethereum? Why does the money flows from one side to another? Well, it's because people put their money on Bitcoin. They expect some money. They expect the Bitcoin to grow, and they achieved it. So they succeed in getting some money. After that, they are looking for other places to get also a good result. So they put into Ethereum and say, okay, Ethereum now it's the time for Ethereum. So money comes from Bitcoin and go to Ethereum, while Bitcoin is still moving up. And then the people on Ethereum, they say like ×2, ×3, and they think about, okay, now I need to get more money from smaller cap. And at this point, because there are so many tokens like Galeon, we have like thousands of projects. Today we are top 1,000, I think, on CoinMarketCap. And so they are actively looking at the project. And sometimes they choose like very, very rapidly, okay, this token will pump because it's AI, because it's healthcare, because it's DeSci, or because it's a meme coin or whatever. And so at that point, you have a lot of fresh money coming to us. What we believe is that, so we have a very strong community, a long-term community, and they have both. If you have already bought some token, of course, you're lucky because it's very early, and because the market has not is still not aware that Galeon is something very useful and has a lot of wealth. And so all those guys that will come from Ethereum and for other things, they will dive into what we have done, see all the videos, maybe this one, and they will think, okay, these guys, they are serious, they are legit, they are doxed, they are in hospital, they have videos of caregivers saying that everything is good. So at this point, we are piling up some weapons to attract those guys, and that's at this point where the token will explode.
We have another question from Bloody Gus, and France will be the secondary HQ. So basically, the Switzerland will be the HQ, and the France will be the satellite. I would say, I don't know, for filial. Subtle.
It's not. It's something that basically I think the details is not.
It's not done now, but it will not move. We will not move everyone or everything to Switzerland. For how long is the whole platform going to stay? I still have my Galeons investing. Oh, for a long time, I guess, because as you maybe have seen, we have the staking program, and we have still one staking program that is open. So we need to wait at least 3 years or more, because it's not closed, probably more. So no worries about the old platform. It will stay like for 4 or 5 years.
Or we will, I don't know, move it to Atlantis. But moving something that is unchanged to another thing is like, we think that we have better things to do on Atlantis and build up. I myself, as a people from the team, we have money also. We have a Galeons in the old platform, so of course. And we are also monitoring it so that it's not going down. So we are in the same boat, So don't worry about the old platform. It's going to stay. And if we are moving it, we'll make it very very gently, and for everybody to follow. And I'm answering every support questions, as you can.
Is a support guy.
And if you send an email, I'm answering. So email, and we are also looking at Twitter everywhere. So don't worry about this. We are here to protect the tokens.
Java, one last question, because we will switch in French after. So how do you plan to further empower the community, especially token holders in the DAO? Oh, nice question.
So I can answer that?
Yeah.
So the vision of Galeon about the DAO We think we are quite convinced, and we think that Galeon is inevitable in the healthcare system and for the data. Being inevitable means that there is a lot of money to be made. To be honest, a part of this money will go to the DAO, the DAO. And a part of this money will go to the DAO to promote some medical research that is not funded by the classical way. So it's non-profit medical research. It has basically a very huge impact. The first time I came to Galeon, I was thinking, why are you working on non-profit research? Like there is no money to be made on that. But basically, I changed my mind. Because I'm a capitalist, an entrepreneur also, so I know what money is worth. But what I've seen is that there is a lot of things to do in the medical field to improve medical treatments, to improve research, and when you create value in terms of healthcare that cannot be monetized right now, you have indirect ways to make it to have a value on that. That means, so to make an example, let's say we find some treatment for disease like diabetes, or diabetes that's one of the the biggest money cow for big pharma, and big pharma probably doesn't look the way to cure it that will cut their profits. And that's normal capitalist behavior. I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying it's the way that it works in the capitalist world. So if you imagine that we find something and we fund something that is non-profit and that will not make money for diabetes, but that will bring the solution and will bring the solution from Galeon, imagine the effect and the impact for the brand. Imagine the effect and the impact for Galeon. So the token holders, and to answer you,
I can hear him.
Yeah, he's back.
Hello, Loic.
Loic is back. So the key benefits for Galeon's for the token So the Galeon holder in the DAO will be able to vote for medical research, and the medical research will have this impact, and then we'll buy back and burn. Basically, so there is an indirect loop, feedback loop that will increase the value of the token, and so the token holder, we have this voice. We have a lot of questions for Whitney. That's great.
Hello, Loic. How are you doing?
Hi everyone. Just coming from a meeting with the hospital.
So maybe you can talk a bit about the hospital and the demand of the hospitals for the EHR.
Today we were meeting some hospital interesting with the EHR. So we are going with Erwan, and so I will not tell the hospital because it's not signed
not signed yet.
But they show a big interest, and it was planned a meeting for 1 hour. It ended up 3 hours.
So intense meeting.
So quite intense.
Good sign.
So that's why I'm a bit
sign,
late on the. But that's very interesting. We see that they had a small question, very small details. So that's because now we cover most of the needs.
So maybe we can have some. We are the question.
I see you are the question part.
So
we have Whitney has 5 questions.
I
very
a lot of
questions.
I would take them.
I'm not sure we'll be answered to.
Just come back to this one. What role does the Galeon token play in incentivizing data sharing for research? Nice question. Which one we?
So
you want to jump on it?
Please come in. Let's go. Now you can tell.
They're bored with us. They want to hear you. Probably.
That's good. The Galeon token it's part of the data sharing, the data valorization. So for now, we know that we don't give token to the hospitals. So when they do data deals to train medical AI, right now they get like some company want to train AI, they're gonna pay an amount. This amount will be shared among the stakeholders, so the hospitals and the DAO and the Galeon company, and buyback the Galeon investors through the buyback and burn.
Yep.
And we see that it seems that maybe in the future they could receive some piece of Galeon token at the same time in these deals, because they're quite open-minded on the crypto more and more. Like, because we see the mindset of everyone about crypto is changing. You see Trump pushing the US and Trump pushing crypto. So I think the first step is the buyback and burn mechanism, but probably the second step is like they're going to receive some tokens from those data deals, and they will be able to spend the tokens in different Galeon services, because we have many services for the hospital, so many different features kind of. And for example, if they want to unlock some AI, maybe at some moment they will have to spend it and get the token there.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions, guys. So we will answer it one by one. Just this one from Reda is cool. Do you have any international customer right now? So right now we do not have international customer. We are, especially in France, we have like more than 18 hospitals that use Galeon on a daily basis. But we are exploring the Luxembourg market, Switzerland market, and the Belgium market, and we have quite a good, not client for now, but we have quite good discussion with some kind of hospital, public hospital and non-public hospital, private hospital in Switzerland and Luxembourg. And I guess Luxembourg has also a national patient file project.
Yeah, and we see that Galeon become more and more recognized as the challenger of the EPIC. That's the leader, the American leader international, and so in the EHR, and so that's quite interesting. So now they compare us to the leader. They don't compare us to any the other ones. So now we have to beat the boss.
So, the big boss.
Yeah. But and we see that we need track record in France. So the Saint-Joseph deployment, probably you talk about it, is the key for the track record.
We didn't talk about it, so maybe you can talk a bit about this deployment that is coming in the next months.
Yeah, it's the deployment that they started September.
Yeah,
and it's planned for 7 months to deploy.
Huge. It's huge.
Yeah,
in this ecosystem, 7 months to deploy. It's huge.
It's crazy. Usually they takes 3 to 4 years to deploy a full EHR on a hospital. And in our case, we're gonna shrink into 7 months. So it's a big challenge for the teams, but I'm sure you're gonna succeed.
Yeah.
And this it's the first step. Like everyone is waiting for that to see this hospital live, at least the deployment starting, to decide to buy Galeon, because healthcare, they are like conservative. They don't want to. Nobody wants to be the first, so it has to be one first. So, and this one is the first. So that's good.
Yeah. We have a lot of questions in English. It's quite good. It's quite cool.
Naïm, I see your question, but that's very interesting for me because I'm working on the Atlantis platform. So just for you, so that would be very interesting for me to send me some feedback, probably on whatever the platform you want or by mail, because I am working on that. We just changed our KYC supplier last week. So if there is something very hard, you say, then maybe it's about the AML anti-money laundering questions or whatever, but some of them are regulatory obligations, and we cannot do anything else on that. And maybe there is some UX improvement we can make, and on that part, don't hesitate to send me some feedback.
A question for you, Thomas.
For me again.
How does the Atlantis platform engage communities to promote decentralized medical research?
So thank you, Spartan, for the question. So we have the vision of having the Galeon token as I would say the spine of all the Galeon ecosystem. That means, and Loïc talked about it, that we can at some point we'll be probably selling or giving some Galeons to hospitals. That's not a written contract, but I would say that's something that's doable. And the Galeon is also something that is more and more popular among medical caregivers and researchers. And so having you know it because you're a crypto investor, having something in your portfolio make you more attentive to what's going on in the company. So basically, it's a very, very powerful tool to have a lot of caregivers coming to us and seeing what's going on. Because they are invested, because they are committed, and because they have skin in the game, and they have some money involved. And so decentralized medical research is promoted by Galeon in this indirect way. Plus, because we are structuring the data in a decentralized network, which is the hospitals. Hospitals are nodes of a decentralized network. And because the data is structured and we want to make it available for decentralized research, then you can see the link between Galeon, because Atlantis, the place where you can buy the Galeon and have them use and in the future vote for medical research, you can make it all together and have a quite coherent work on that.
We just take the last question in English and then we switch in French. Oh, sorry. Here. How does Galeon blockchain swarm learning ensure patient data privacy while advancing medical research? Yeah. Guys?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
go.
go.
So that's the biggest challenge
Yeah.
in medical AI is ensuring the privacy of the data of the patient. That's why the hospital don't want to hand those data to the guys who make the AI. That's why it's so hard to craft some AI in healthcare. In our case, we are handling the data of the caregivers, like the patient already. So it's Galeon is operating those data for the hospital. And in the case of the swarm learning approach, is the data don't move, is the algorithm that is move. So in the end, you don't have any problem of privacy or leak of data because it doesn't move. It's like you're going to train your algorithm on the data, so as the data doesn't move from the hospital, it stays in the same place, so there is no breach of data. And all the study about the swarm learning shown that if you train in a way or in another way, so if you go from a hospital A, B, C, D, or if you go from D, C, B, A, is the same result. So in this case, and we can do it only because we structure all the data in the same way. So every hospital have the same data arranged in the same way. So that's why you can train it very easily.
Nice. I think we are at the end of the English part. We have a lot of questions.
Yeah, and that's quite a pain to move to the French one because your questions are awesome, really awesome.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people compared to
we have a
our
lot of people. The previous one 7 months ago now.
Albert, Whitney, and another one. You have very spot on questions. We don't have time for all of that now, but I don't know, probably send them to us.
On the Telegram.
On the Telegram, we have a Telegram, so please send it to the Telegram and we'll answer it.
Because the Telegram they can send it on the French. But
it's on the French for now, but we are maybe thinking of reopening the English one. So we will maybe reopen the English one.
You send it to the French one, we will answer. Anyway. So, but I love it because everything is in the white paper also. And not only on the white paper, but it's and it's very, very, very interesting.
The questions are really tricky, or not tricky, but really deep. So it's quite good. Okay, let's go in the last word in English as usual, guys. What is your last word?
Well, be prepared because this is the few months that will come. I think it will be great and awesome. Of course, we have a big challenge in Marseille, but also with the crypto market. I guess there are some nice times ahead. Yes.
As I always say, go Galeon and let's go to the moon.
And for me, I would say that's exciting time. I think Galeon is very undervalued about regarding to what we build and and people start to recognize it slowly. So that will be quite interesting in the coming months.
Thank you, guys.